Hello everyone. The topic for today's video is going to be, why is Romcom/isekai anime gaining popularity? I am not afraid to call out the isekai/romcom fandom for simping so hard on 2D bitches. First off, in isekai anime the MC who is a loser in life gains some strange powers and finds himself surrounded by super hot bitches who are trying to seduce him. In a rom-com anime there is some so-called romance, comedy and bunch of wholesome moments. Remember, all of this shit happens in high school. Let me tell you the plot of 99.99% of trending/popular anime. A shy 15-year-old high school boy who is socially awkward with no friends, no interesting qualities manages to pull a 10 out of 10 bitch, and gets multiple opportunities to get laid with absolutely zero effort. But he never gets actually laid. All this happens in high school. You should be mature enough to see the correlation of personality traits between the audience and the main character of these kind of anime. The targeted audience are obviously the lonely horny creeps who idealize that kind of personality. Bruh. Nobody has ever gotten laid with that attitude. Neither will you develop your personality or character in real life if you stick with that attitude. Touch some grass. Talk to people. Find some common interests. None of these cliches are coincidental. These are purely done on purpose. 99.99% of high school relationships don't end up in marriages. There's no point in romanticizing such relationships. If you only want to watch high school anime, not something outside high school, then you are a loser who doesn't appreciate forms of entertainment. You are a miserable person who just wants to satisfy his fantasies. Don't hide under the sugarcoating of wholesome, touch some grass. Real life isn't wholesome, rather it is dark and cold. Is this rom-com shit supposed to be funny? Trust me, it isn't funny, it's absolutely stupid. The behavior and actions of characters are absolutely ridiculous and cringe. There's no character depth. There's nothing admirable about such characters' personalities. I fail to see how one would idealize them. They don't face challenges in life. All they do is think about their crush all day. This is a trait found only in losers. Chads and Sigma males always focus on self-improvement. They either pull bitches with no difficulty or don't run behind bitches. There's no middle ground. I'll give you few examples. When Spy X Family was animated, it surpassed Attack on Titan and Death Note within a week in my MyAnimeList list. There's no way that shit surpassed those legendary anime. Think of it from the perspective of the anime writer. One has worked his ass off to create an amazing, complex, interesting and thrilling plot, while his competitor attracted more audience just by telling a high school love story which satisfies a bunch of losers' fantasies. This is genuinely disheartening for both the anime creators who put genuine effort in creating a good plot and the people who really want to watch good anime. But these good anime are getting overshadowed by the popularity of rom-com and isekai anime. Honestly, Kaguya-sama Love is War looks like a fantasy of losers who want a rich-ass girl to have crush on them for no reason. I would suggest these people to touch some grass. I feel sorry for your taste in anime. You just use it as an escape from reality. So does every person regardless of taste. But the difference between you and us is that, we want to escape to a tough and challenging reality, but you want to escape into a soft and easy one. This defines your personality. The only one to be blamed for your bad taste is you. The genre, rom-com, as a whole is overly reliant on focusing to fulfill losers' fantasies, leading to a lack of character development, innovation and depth in storytelling. Being silly about life decisions isn't the same as being light-hearted. Thought process of characters is too forced. The characters themselves aren't sure where they are going with their so-called pre-planned plotting. Trying to portray that Shinomiya bitch's innocence by making her unaware of the sexual act is a dumb idea. What the fuck? She belongs to a rich family, didn't she have access to internet? She has hit puberty, she should be smart enough to learn certain things. Moreover, she skipped human reproduction chapter in class 9. Putting on cat ears is the most thrilling experience that will get viewers hooked up to the show. To think otherwise is of course foolishness and lack of empathy. Putting cat's ears is definitely something the topper of the school must be interested in. Doesn't this seem it is satisfying someone's fantasy? It lacks a clear plot, making it difficult for mature viewers to stay engaged or invested in the story. The goals and motivation of lead characters is absent. They never get past their high school life, so there's no room to show character development. The story can revolve around the challenges in life and academic challenges and showing how the protagonist handles both. The thing is, the anime creators know their audience. That's why these kind of anime are becoming mainstream.
No matter how much anime I watch, there is one thing that always makes me uncomfortable with how common it is in the medium. And you probably already know what I'm going to bring up. It's anime's fixation on making all of the characters kids or very kid-like. Point like, oh, I'm skipping school, I'm fucking dope and breaking rules, I'm a bad boy. Fuck, I can't go to this gang fight because I have to go do my algebra homework, otherwise my parents are going to spank me and dad's going to bring out the belt and take away my PlayStation.
Momoko-chan, there's something I've been wanting to tell you.
What is it?
Well, I've always really loved...
What you guys talking about? I'm really annoying, and I'm gonna keep doing this until you finally get him alone in a more dramatic setting in the season finale, which the fans are totally gonna wait for, because they're already way too emotionally invested in this relationship.
Okay. Tsundere is a term for a character that is initially cold and hostile to their love interest in order to hide their true feelings, but occasionally show a sweet, warm, lovey side. In anime, tsundere girls are usually really violent and frequently beat up or berate their love interest. So, I know my most popular video on this channel is an animatic for a song dedicated entirely to this particular trope, but I'm gonna be honest, the violent tsundere is, not really my thing. It's not nearly as cute as it comes off in anime.
Hey, I baked some cookies last night, and I had some extras, so here.
Oh, thank you. These look great.
But don't get the wrong idea. I only packed you some because I had leftovers.
Alright.
It's not because I like you or anything, got it?
I didn't even say anything about that. Look, if you're gonna change your mind, you can have them back.
Huh? No way! You've already dirtied the bag with your hands. There's no way he'll take it back now.
Okay, that was excessively rude, but I'll be sure to enjoy them.
Don't expect me to do this all the time, okay? You're such an idiot!
Ugh, what the hell? I don't even want these anymore!
It was from romance animes. In general, I just really fucking hate romance animes. I genuinely can't stand them. And that's because 99% of the time, it's always the same thing. Some shy kid who has no friends, sits in the corner of the classroom away from everyone, sits at the lunch table alone every day, then ends up meeting the super hot girl who then falls for him. Like, bro, I did the same thing in school and I didn't get any bitches. What's the difference between me and him? And to this day, there are a bunch of animes that still use the same trope. And I already know what people are gonna say. But Tommy, that's not every romance anime. You just gotta find another one to watch. Well, obviously it's not actually every romance anime, but it's always the ones that are trending and the most popular all of the time.
If anyone, these Romcom fans are the ones who are polluting the whole anime community with their defective ideology. The good anime aren't getting enough recognition and popularity as these people never let any other anime expect Romcom come to the trending list. Don't say to me to not watch Romcom, it's obvious that I won't. But this isn't about me, it's about the Romcom genre. If you think any point of mine lacks evidence, please recorrect it and let me know. I welcome corrections. In the end, I've got to say the more the isekai and Romcom anime become mainstream, the less we would get to see anime like Death Note, Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood, Vinland Saga, Monster, etc.
Thank you for watching the video. I'm a little inexperienced to use my own voiceover. That's why I use TTS. Sorry for the inaccuracies in pronunciations. Thank you for watching the video. Be sure to leave a like. Feel free to comment your thoughts on this shitty anime genre. I'm eagerly waiting for your feedback. See you in the next one.